Welcome to the second video in the series. This video is going to be covering just crypto wallets and cryptocurrency. It's going to be an introduction to cryptocurrency if you have no idea what they are. I'm going to be going into a brief understanding of that, as well as showing you how to set up both a Keplr wallet, crypto wallet, and a metamask wallet. Those are the two wallets that we'll be using in this course, but I'm also going to give you just kind of a brief understanding of what crypto wallets are and how they're used. So let's get into it. So understanding cryptocurrency, there are over 18,000 different cryptocurrencies, but not all of them have their own purpose, let alone a purpose at all. 98% of all cryptos will not win. And think back to the dot-com bubble in the late 90s, early 2000s, when there were tons and tons of internet stocks. This was the introduction to the web, and there were tons of internet stocks, and most of them went to zero, and 99% of them went to zero. And that's the same thing we're going to see now, because we have tons and tons and tons of cryptocurrencies and NFT projects and all this stuff, and they can't all last, and they won't all last. The same with the dot-com bubble in the 2000s. And so of the cryptocurrency Bitcoin, as you've probably all heard that term, Bitcoin, it is the mother of all cryptos. It was the first crypto ever created, and it brought to the world decentralized encrypted digital currency. And every cryptocurrency since has just been an attempt at improving upon the model, improving upon the blockchain that comes along with Bitcoin, improving upon consensus, all that stuff, which those are probably foreign terms to you, but we will get into them and make sure you guys have a good understanding of them. And many have been successful in trying to improve upon it, and others have brought tons of innovation to the world of gaming, insurance, trading, and of course finance, such as DeFi, which we of course will get into much deeper in this course, and that will be later. This is really just the purpose of this video, is to get you to understand what a cryptocurrency is, and just kind of the various types of cryptocurrency, right? So lots of tokens are referred to as meme coins or shit coins because they provide absolutely no utility or purpose. These are coins like, you'll see coins that are named Elon Musk or Doji Musk, stuff like that. There are tons and tons and tons of stuff like that. They're simply just a way to lock people's money up into an asset, and then in that asset, in that coin, will be what's known as a backdoor, quote unquote, in the code, so the people can pull all your money and essentially take all your money and leave, take your money and run. So a lot of them are scams. Some of them are just trying to be the next Shiba Inu or Doge coins, which, even though if those are foreign to you, they are. They once were meme coins and shit coins, but they now are finding more utility and purpose in the space. But there's a lot of that. A lot of the 18,000 is made up of things like that. But then also in that 18,000 there are many cryptos that strive to serve a similar purpose to each other, such as stablecoins. There are a lot of stablecoins, and they all, well, most of them, meet the purpose of being pegged to and staying at $1. That just kind of being a stablecoin and being pegged at $1 allows for simpler trading in and out of assets. It's much simpler than trading from your asset, from like Ethereum into US dollars, like real US dollars, then back into cryptocurrency. It just incurs a lot less fees, and it just makes it a lot more simple. And so then there are other cryptos like Cardano, ADA, Ethereum, which is ETH, and Polkadot, and others like them that strive to serve the purpose of smart contract creation and implementation. And as I say here, don't worry, we'll get into smart contracts later. Smart contracts are huge, and there are a lot of different protocols, or I should say dApps, and networks that are trying to be the best. So then there are governance tokens for exchanges like crypto.com or Binance, or even platforms like Osmosis or the network Atom, or not Atom, Cosmos. They have the native token Atom. But these two, crypto.com and Binance, are two of the most popular crypto exchanges, and they have their own native tokens, such as CRO for crypto.com and BNB for Binance, which are used to ensure security across the exchange and network, and that's with anyone. Their governance token is specifically there to ensure security and to allow you to vote on different proposals within the network. So with all of these many different tokens, there will be only a select few out of the 18,000 that survive. And so just a quick summary of the different tokens. You have your stable coins, right? And here are some examples. You have DAI, USDC, and USDT. They're all pegged to $1. And they just have that purpose of trading in and out of assets, right? Then you have your shit coins. They have no value. They're just pumping up coins. I was going to show you examples on Coinbase, but you'll know them when you see them. And, you know, we can get into that later. It's not really important. Just know that they are out there. And 99% of coins, as I've already stated a couple of times, have no value and will fail. And that's the same with internet stocks in the late 90s, early 2000s. Then you have governance tokens, and they have the purpose of maintaining security on a network as well as vote on the proposals for the network. An example of these proposals is like an increase or reduction in transaction fees, implementing a new protocol or service, bringing or allowing a new asset onto their network. Okay, so with the governance tokens, you literally become a part of the governing body of that network and platform. And so they can also be used to stake and earn from them. So to earn some passive income, they can be used to do that as well. Oops. Okay, and then you have utility tokens. This refers to any token that serves a purpose, like Ethereum or ETH or XRP. Ethereum brought about smart contracts and NFTs, which are very popular, and is responsible for a lot of the innovation we are seeing in decentralized finance, which is, I'll be getting to more on that later, and other areas of life. XRP, in short, is a token that provides on-demand liquidity for banks and provides a faster, safer, and more frictionless way of moving money around the world. Now, currently with moving money around, especially cross-border, it takes days, and in those days, there's a lot that is lost. I mean, trillions of dollars a year are lost in cross-border payments just from lack of being able to reach the destination they were originally sent to, or fees, all that stuff. So XRP and ETH are two of my favorite cryptocurrencies. But just know that utility tokens refer to really anything that have a purpose. And you're going to see many different, sectors, I should say, of cryptocurrencies. People try to put them in many different sectors. Like some people have utility tokens, governance tokens, altcoins. There's just going to be a lot of different. When segregating cryptocurrencies, the entire cryptocurrency market, there's going to be a lot of different segregations. This is just my own personal one. I just think it's the most simplest and the easiest to understand. But anyway, so it is important to know that with the 18,000 plus coins out there, every crypto has its own respective network and blockchain that it comes from and was created on. And so because of that, every crypto is not compatible with every crypto network and blockchain. Example, if you have ETH or Ethereum, it is on the Ethereum blockchain, and therefore it is not compatible with the Polygon Matic blockchain. That's just one that I know, and it's not important to know what Polygon is. Just be aware that every crypto out there is not compatible with every crypto, right? And a good real-world example of this would be that you cannot charge a Samsung phone with an Apple charger. It's just not possible because they are not interoperable. But the same way there are adapters, so you could use your Apple charger to charge your Samsung, there are networks out there that have developed a bridge that acts like a adapter that allows interoperability with each other so that blockchains can interact with each other. So there's tons and tons of new stuff always going on. I have one platform that is doing this adapting or this bridge that is one of a kind and the best of all, and I will definitely walk you guys through that platform later. It's called Flare Network. Next, we're going to get into setting up your crypto wallets. So we're just and I want you to walk through this with me and create them for yourself. This will provide you, quite honestly, with a lot of value of just how crypto wallets work, and just it's a good way. You don't want to take on too much at one time. So just start with this. This is a good introduction to Web3. Which is literally everything crypto and blockchain and NFTs, all that stuff. That's Web3. So just walk through this with me and create them for yourself. So we're going to set up the two right away, which is MetaMask and Keplr. These are the ones we're going to be using throughout the course. So let's get into MetaMask, right? I'm going to have these linked. I'm going to have the link to this page in the description to both Keplr and MetaMask. So we're going to click Add to Brave. A little pop-up will come to add extension. It's just going to be checking quick, just checking data. Okay, so it's downloading right now. And basically it's going to pop up here. Okay, so this popped up. MetaMask has been added. So we're going to right click that. Okay, you're going to pin it. Pin it to your tab so it's up here. You never have to go searching for this again and then click on it, all that stuff. It's just going to make it a pain in the butt. So then you'll click this MetaMask extension on your browser. And it's going to bring you to this right here, this page here, and you're going to click Get Started. Okay, I already have a wallet, but I'm going to create one and walk you guys through it. So you click Create. Okay, basically just read through this if you're curious. Okay, I agree. Okay, so you're going to type in your own password. Okay. And then you can watch this video to read about or learn about your security phrase, how to keep it safe. I will tell you basically in short what they're going to tell you in that video. Okay, and now after you click next, it's going to bring you to this page where it shows you your security phrase. And what you're going to want to do is write it down on a piece of paper. It's going to be, I think, a 12-word phrase. You're going to want to write it down. Okay, write down your password as well as your security phrase, because if you lose a security phrase and you ever want to, or if your computer gets damaged or for some reason you can't get into your MetaMask, they're going to ask for your security phrase. And if you have crypto on it and you don't have your security phrase, you're screwed. Okay, this is decentralized, so there's no central authority that's going to help you get back into it. Okay, so this is all on you. So I'm going to go through this and write down my security phrase. I want you to do the same thing. Just take the time right now, write down your password and your security phrase for this. Okay, see you in a bit. Okay, and then you should see this screen after you do it. As you noticed it, I want to prompt you to test your security phrase and type it in, just to make sure that you did have it written down. And so here we go. So that's all done. Basically, easier to read. Okay, whatever. Okay, so then you have your MetaMask created. Okay, one thing to note with this, okay, is, obviously if you ever want to, you can buy actually on MetaMask, you can purchase, you can hook up one of these and start transacting and buying off of Wire or Transact. You can buy any cryptocurrency. But also, if you ever want to send, basically, like if you want to send from MetaMask to another wallet or exchange, you would basically and you can start to create an address book, but you'd go to that exchange, click on, you want to send it, you'd click on the Ethereum part of that exchange, the Ethereum, so you'd have a wallet on that exchange and you can send it directly to it. It's very simple. It's something we will do many, many times within this course, so it's nothing to be like worried about, like, oh, I have to do it right now. Don't worry about it. I'll make sure everything is extremely well laid out for you and that you're not left with any questions. And if you are left with questions, I'll obviously be in the Discord, and you'll have my email and all my contact info to reach out to me if you have questions. So, and then one other thing to note up here is you see the Ethereum mainnet. You can add tons of networks. So you can, in the MetaMask, you can hold pretty much any asset from any network on this wallet. It doesn't mean that this is a bridge that we referred to earlier. It just means that you can hold pretty much any asset on here. So you can, and I'll show you how to do that right now. So you can click Add Network. Okay. Basically, you can add it manually like this, or, so I'm going to use the Polygon as the example we were using earlier. So if you wanted to add the Polygon network, basically what you would do, all I did was add Polygon network to MetaMask. That's all you really got to do for any network you want to add. And I can't really imagine you'd have to do this until you start getting a little bit more advanced, but it's just something to be aware of. So when it does come time to do this, you're not left like, what the hell, I don't know what this is. You'll at least have a brief understanding of it. So basically just make sure you're on the correct platform network. You're on verified URLs. So I know this is Polygon's site, and they basically have a walkthrough right here of how to do it. So all you're going to do is go on the Polygon of things. You're going to go to Polygon scan, and they instruct you to, once you get here, scroll all the way down, and then down here at the bottom right, I don't know if every network will have this, but add Polygon network to your MetaMask. So I'm going to click that, and then I should have a pop-up. Yeah, I see I have a pop-up right here from MetaMask. It's a notification. I don't know if you guys can see this or not. Typically when I have pop-ups like this, you guys can't see it, but anyway, it's just going to ask you to approve it. You're going to click approve, and boom, and then it's on there. So let's go back to our MetaMask, and look at that, Polygon is there. So now you have both Matic, it's called Matic, but it's Polygon. It's on the Polygon blockchain, Polygon Matic. It's called, they're kind of interchangeable terms. But so now you have Ethereum and Matic. So it's that simple. Like I said, it's not something you have to really be super educated on, but just to be aware that that is a possibility. Okay, and so let's get into the next one, which is Keplr. Okay, so we're going to basically do the same thing. Add to Brave. And it'll say add to Google if you're using Google. I use Brave because I earn crypto while I am searching the web. Okay, and you click add extension like I just did. It's going to download, add it, so you're going to right click the extension up here, and we're going to pin it so that we can access it at any point. Okay, you're going to click on the extension. It's going to bring you here. You're going to click create new account. Okay, I mean, I'm really not concerned that you guys can see the seed phrase just because you know, I have my main account. This is just a new one, and I'm not going to put any money in. But here is the seed phrase. You're going to want to do the same thing with that we did with MetaMask. Write down every single word of yours, not mine, and you can either do a 24 or a 12. So if you want more security, go for the 24. If you're cool with 12, go with 12. I personally just do 12. But then you create your account name. And it's going to be DeFi course test. My password. Just confirm that and write all this down. Write down your account name, write down the password, and write down your seed phrase. Do it right now. Okay, I'll see you in a bit. As you can see, it says that you're all set, and it would have prompted you to do the exact same thing we did in MetaMask, which was to verify your seed phrase. So that's all done. Okay, so that's all taken care of. Then the one thing I wanted to walk you guys through with Keplr, and I don't know if it's going to let me show you just because these pop-ups never pop up, which is kind of frustrating. Let me see if I can figure this out. Okay, so I'm on Osmosis. This is where you're going to utilize that Keplr wallet in this course. So I brought you straight over to Osmosis, and basically in this you can click on vote, or actually let's go stake. Okay, click on stake down here at the top bottom left, and actually once you enter Osmosis, it's going to ask you to approve this platform so that it'll connect your Keplr to it. Okay, but anyway, then you click on that vote at the bottom left, and this is where you can stake your governance tokens. This is where you can use your governance tokens to obviously stake like I just mentioned, but also to vote on proposals on different networks. And it's only for the networks that Keplr allows you to. So I think there's only about maybe 8 to 10 networks that this Keplr wallet is compatible with. But nonetheless, it's very, very helpful, and actually a very simple way to stake your governance tokens that you're holding, maybe that you plan to hold long term. It's just a steady way of accruing some passive income. But that's all something I'm going to cover in depth later on. But I just want you guys to know that, just to kind of get a brief understanding of this wallet. So these are all the networks that you can actually provide your governance tokens on. So you have the Cosmos Hub, which the token of that is Atom. That's Cosmos. The Cosmos is a network, and Atom is their governance token. Osmosis is Osmo. Secret Network is SCRT. That's their native token. Then you just go down the list. Crypto.org is CRO. I don't know some of these, so I'm just kind of going through the ones I know. But every single one of these. So I guess there's about maybe 15 networks that you can stake your governance tokens on. Okay, but anyway, you can go on these and click either stake, and you could stake your token here. And so you'd click manage, and then you would just simply delegate your tokens to it. But I'm not going to do that just because I do not have any of the tokens. But then you could also go to, I'm going to use crypto.org as an example, go to the governance page of it. And then, so here's a proposal that was actually passed. This was, the voting end time was right here, the 2nd of February of this year. And you could have voted on this. So the proposal was to decrease the minimum deposit amount for governance proposals. So decrease the minimum amount someone had to have in a governance validator. I know these are going to be foreign terms for some of you, but we'll get into it later. But it was to decrease the minimum amount someone had to have in order to be able to vote on something like this. And it got passed, so it was decreased. I don't know by how much, but this is just an example of your ability to vote on these decentralized networks if you hold the governance token. In this case, CRO, governance token of crypto.com. Okay, so that's just I hope you guys are following along, because if you were, it'll give you a lot of information about, honestly, how to, because the same way we created these two wallets is the same way you're going to create any wallet in Web3. Very simple, very easy to use, and those are just the ones that we're going to use in this course specifically. So with that, the next video is going to be just an intro to DeFi, not like this one that we did. This one is going to be in-depth, just kind of teaching you what DeFi is. So that one's going to be a longer video, and I will see you over there.